Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome to your June monthly reading. And wow, what a great month we're going to have here, because we are entering the summer solstice in the northern hemisphere and the winter solstice in the southern hemisphere. So we're going to be playing a little game of hot and cold, if you ever did that as a child, where you are, hide something, and as you get closer to it, you're hotter, warmer, and then also, cold, you're getting cold as you get further away from it. So we're going to be asking Spirit a couple of things, like, what are you fiery, red hot on target with? What does Spirit want you to know that you are at your higher vibration? And then what are you icy blue cold about? What is unseen? Maybe what are you having some lower love vibration that you have an opportunity, if you want to raise that for a higher experience? There's no right, there's no wrong, there's just experience here. So it's not meant as going, pointing fingers. It's strictly what we're asking Spirit. What is unseen that could help me have a higher experience if I choose to accept that mission? Also, Mercury is fully direct now, so it's a great time to launch new things. Whereas before we were like revisiting things, revising things, maybe even planning things, but now is the time to launch. So excited for this as well. Of course, I have readings for each individual zodiac sign. If you want to check out like different areas of your life too, I'm going to pop up a little screen here. And this chart shows each of the planets and what part of our life they rule over. So if you know the zodiac sign for each of your planets in your birth chart, you can, look at and watch the video for that particular sign. If you don't know your sign, you can always get a birth chart for free online. There's a lot that are offered out there. I personally use astro.com. I'm not affiliated with them at all, but just a great group of people that offer it for free. So you can check that out as well. It's like looking out of a house, right? There's all these different windows, and you have the front yard view, the backyard view, the side views, the second story, third story views. And that's what all of these different planets give us, different aspects, different viewpoints, so we can get a clearer picture of our lives. So if you want to check those out, you can do that, but I'm going to jump in to your reading for this sun sign and any other planets right now. All right, Aries, this is your reading for the month of June, and we are going to dive in and find out from Spirit what area of your life, to start off, might be having that lower vibrational love energy that can be enhanced. And it is just information. It is just advice. I love how Spirit says, I won't get butthurt if you don't take the advice. You're just asking me, and I'm telling you, what you do with it is up to you. My love for you and my opinion you does not change. So I like the no pressure approach. And so we are going to dive right in. We're going to start off here with the wild unknown archetype to find out the overall energy. So let's start there. So for our Aries, what area of their life? Whoa, okay, there we go. Wow, look at you. You get the eternal child. Of course, being Aries, you're the baby of the zodiac. So here's the inner child energy kicking in, which I do like for you here. And let's see what brings it in here. So number 4. So this brings in the inner child, the child of joy. So the eternal child is connected to the timeless, ageless, and infinite aspects of life. It is radiant and fearless and seeks joy above all else and at any cost. It struggles being bound to an aging body with physical limitations in a world that demands attention to detail and logistics. The eternal child wants to nix all the rules and responsibilities and go beyond what others say is possible. It wants to return, with plenty of friends, to the land of the free, where divine wine and creativity pour from the earth and sky. We all want a sip from the well of eternal youth, and this makes the eternal child naturally popular, perhaps even famous. The eternal child glimmers. It reminds us of what is possible, what is magical about this precious life. Wow. So this archetype is so spirited that when its appetite for life isn't satiated, it seeks spirits and substance elsewhere. The eternal child struggles with addictions of all varieties. Ooh. Celebrity culture is based heavily on this archetype, as is the phrase, live hard, die young, and the series of artists and musicians who died at 27. Wow. So when you're in the positive, higher vibration of this energy, you're joyful, you're playful, you accept all, it's magical. When we're in the lower vibration of this energies, we can have addictions, we can have some selfishness, feel adrift, and feel burnt out. And this is the energy that we were looking at, right? Is the lower vibrational. What did Spirit want us to know? To go deeper into this energy, we can look at Icarus, Peter Pan, and Rumi's Has Anyone Seen the Boy? Whatever work that is, right? So obviously here, excuse me, there is some energy of feeling depleted, burnt out, the childishness, the childlikeness feels empty and it's vibrating lower. We'll dive deeper here to find out what this is. And of course, if you have addictions that seem to be ruling your life, this is, an opportunity they're going to give us to actually see what we can do to help with that too. So I like all this. Of course, I have to say I'm not an addiction counselor or not a licensed counselor or whatever. So all of this is from Spirit, and you, of course, have to ultimately seek your own licensed professionals and make your own choices for your life. So disclaimer done. Check. All right. Now, in each of my monthly readings, I usually bring in like a tarot deck where I split out the major arcana from the four suits of the minor arcana, which we'll get into in just a moment. But these represent the overall energies like this card does. And in this session, we'll bring in two decks. This black tarot here, which will represent the lower vibrational energy clarifications. And then we'll be using the Naked Heart tarot for the higher vibrational stuff that we bring in. So we'll give these a shuffle here. And you might notice in the dark tarot, the black tarot here, that there's white spots, on the cards here as they peel away the black. And I was going to, of course, clean it all up with a Sharpie, but Spirit told me not to because it's an important message that, underneath all of the shadow and the darkness that we think we have, it's a mask, it's just put on for a show for us, because underneath it is still made of unconditional love and light. So at the core of everything, there is light. So I like that. All right, so let me just shuffle these up a little bit here. All right. So let's take a look here and get some clarification on the eternal child here and what part of this they want you to know about here. Okay, so this is it right here. And you have the Fool card, which is the baby soul, the new beginnings. So there's definitely this new start, this new opening that is coming into your life here. It feels like there's this restrictiveness that we have before, because the Fool card is the first card in the major arcana, which is, of course, it's the 0, and it follows the World card, which was the last card in the major arcana, which represents this ending of old cycles and beginning of new ones, right? So there is this clearing away. There's no expectations. It's like a baby who's born that hasn't have all the restrictions of supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos on it. So there's this brand new start that's coming forward here. So I like that. And then next here, we're going to bring in these Crystal Medicine Oracle. And what this is going to represent, this is what Spirit wants you to know. You already are vibrating at a high vibration energy. And it's something that you can use, a tool that you can use for this as well. They already brought out your card here, so let's see what we have here. Yeah, truth and integrity. Capital T, truce. And you have this beautiful summer being the medicine, and you have turquoise, which is beautiful energy too. All right, and let's see what this brings in for you here. So we've got truth and integrity. You have called this card today to highlight the importance of truth and integrity in your life. It is essential that you drop deep into your heart and find your truth at this time. Then hold strong in expressing your truth from a deep place of integrity. We often lack the confidence to lay down healthy boundaries, and we live from a place of pleasing others and hurting ourselves. Wow. When we don't follow our truth, it takes us out of our integrity, and life sure does throw experiences our way to get us back on track, right? Sometimes these experiences are very challenging, and each time we don't listen, the challenge gets bigger and more intense. And this happens as an opportunity to see the truth. So have you been trying to please someone in your life and not listening to your own truth? Are you going against your truth in order to belong? Do you allow people to walk all over you? Do you find it hard to share your truth? It's now time to bring your focus and attention inward with a whole lot of unconditional love and kindness. It's time to follow the beat of your own drum. And you are encouraged to trust and follow your truth now more than ever, even if the truth is hard to see. It's time to recognize your self-worth and be non-judgmental about yourself. And when you live your life from this place, you will be in the abundant flow of the universe. You will experience a deep sense of peace and trust in yourself and the universe. It's time to have your own back. Everyone has a different truth, and now it's time you align with yours so you can live a life with more integrity. And I really love this coming in here because, this is you getting in tune with your capital T truths. That Fool card is this release of all those supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts from everyone else. And this is you getting in tune. It's like the Hierophant. It's like this invitation to dive deeper and find out what your capital T truth is, rooted in unconditional love. Who do you want to be? What do you want to do? And this is your strength. So this is some stuff that you've done, that you're vibrating at a higher place. You are in more and more in tune with who you are and what you want to do and how you want to express it. So I love that because the summer is the medicine. It says summer is one of the 4 seasons, of course, comprises the hottest, sunniest months. An important celebration that is held at this time is the summer solstice, or midsummer, when the sun is at its northernmost point in the sky. So in the southern hemisphere, the solstice falls on December 21st. In the northern hemisphere, it's June 21st. So it's a great time that signifies the longest day of the year with peak daylight hours. Almost every culture celebrated its importance. It is a sacred time when the light of the universe and consciousness are honored within each other, and there is recognition of the God source within. The summer solstice brings with it the energy of fire, renewal, passion, truth, and integrity, a time when you move into your personal power and things manifest to their full potential. Abundant energy is available to you at this time, so make sure to connect with the magic of summer to assist you in blossoming into your full potential. I love it. And then turquoise here, the crystal, helps you speak your truth. It aids you in understanding your feelings, and it also can assist you to live from a place of integrity. So if you're into stones or crystals, turquoise is very helpful for that. And then, as I said, we'll pull here from the Naked Tarot. The Naked Heart Tarot. Whoa. And And we'll see what else they want you to know here about your skills and the abilities you have to help you on this path here. But I love that you've been able to step into your truth, which allows you to set yourself free. And, instead of feeling like you're a child who's grounded and in a cage, you've been set free. And I like this energy because this is what they're wanting you to regain, this free feeling. So let's see what we got here. Yeah, and here you go, temperance and balancing. So the balancing of the scales and the tempering here does have this going back and forth, and that there's patience, that it takes time to turn things into gold, but there's also this balancing out of energies, which fits right into what we were talking about as well. So you're able to calmly and in a very balanced way cut away the small t truths that no longer serve you, while also connecting higher and higher to that inner truth. So I'm excited to see what else comes out here for you. As we move into the 4 suits of the minor arcana, they're going to represent the 4 different directions on a compass, right? And then the 4 different elements and the 4 different suits. Now, depending on what we were talking about, solstices are different, from different viewpoints. I'm going to start here with the south, with the spiritual world, and then we move into the north, which is the physical world of the earth. Now, depending on what side of the world you're on, you can see the different, see these from different viewpoints. And so take these with a grain of salt and let them be interchangeable. Whatever radiates for you with these messages, just glean them and allow them to be interactive there for you for the north and the south, because of the hemispheres. So what we'll do, I'm going to use these to represent what you're rocking in each of the worlds, and then we'll do the dark tarot or the black tarot to find out where there's opportunities that you have lower vibrational in the 4 different areas of your life. And like I said, we're starting with south, which is the element of fire, the suit of wands, and this is your spirit world, your spiritual energy, but it's also your focus, your attention, your ambition, your intention, just where you're it's your energy in action, right? And we'll look here into the physical world. We'll look at career and job. But up here, this is more life purpose kind of energy. What is your spark in life? What gives you a spark to live, right? So let's take a look here and see, how are you rocking the spirit world, the spiritual energy, and your energetic world? So let's see. Nope, they don't want any of those. So, okay, there it is. And let's take a look here. Yeah, Heart of Wands, Queen of Wands. So you do stand in your power here, which is not a surprise. Wands is your suit. You're the fire suit, fire element, right? So you are able, she not only rolls over her suit, but all the queens are given a second portion of water, which allows a very solid connection to the spirit world. She's able to really super focus her energy and get things done and able to move forward. So I do like this energy coming in here, because there is this spark, this ability here for you to really move forward. And so that whatever you focus on is what grows and expands. So you do have that energy and that ability there. So let me just take a look here and we'll scooch these, mix them up a little bit here. And then let's see what in your spiritual energy, in your energetic world, do you have a lower vibrational energy that you could expand on? And you have the King of Wands. So the King of Wands does have to do with your soul and connecting higher. They're the highest vibration that you can get after the Queen here. So I feel like this is like going to another level, getting this spark back, allowing restrictions that maybe been holding you back from going to that next level. that you're able to remove that and move forward. So this is like it's almost like your energy here is not low. You just have an opportunity to take it up a notch. So I like that for you. We're also going to pull for each of the different directions an oracle card, and this is just extra advice and awareness from spirit around each of those situations here. For the fire here, for the wands, we're going to be using the Cosmic Journey Oracle. So let's see, what else do you have for Aries, please? Okay, I do want this one right here. And you've got Memento Mori. There might not be a someday. Uh-oh. I like this, living in the now, living in the moment. I thought maybe did that card say something about it? It seems like they said something not about like death and that we're okay. We never know if there's going to be a tomorrow. And the author says, as their friend Sam Horan proclaimed in the title of her recent book, someday is not a day in the week. The time is now. Imagine if the unknown countdown timer to our expiration date was almost at 0. What would you be doing now that's different? How would you want this situation to unfold? One day the sand in our cosmic hourglass will be gone, and then what will you ask for? More time? Sorry, you had it all along, but what did you do with it? Ooh. So the moments, the days, the weeks, the years, what have you done with your short sojourn here? The clock has struck the exact hour to act. Go. So now is the time to step up here and step out of all those restrictions. These do come with a catalyst question, a cosmic catalyst question, which you can ask. It says, if I had 10 years left on this planet, what would be truly mine to do? Very interesting question. And a cosmic checkbox is an action you can do if you so choose. It says, write exactly 6 words as they would appear on your tombstone, and write 6 different words with your non-dominant hand. Ooh, so that gets into your subconscious. So write 6 with your dominant hand and 6 with your non-dominant hand. I like that. So there is this awakening type of energy that's happening here. And then we move into the north, which is the element of earth and the suit of pentacles. And this, of course, is the physical world. So this is your body, your money, your abundance, your job, your career, pretty much the outside world, right? And any physical action. So let's see how you're rocking the physical world here, because we want to focus on that first. See, what strength do you have here? 5 of Pentacles. So you really have looked into your feelings of lack and these feelings of abandonment, being left out in the cold and being left behind. And it feels like you've really worked through this awareness and this connection with the spirit world, this trust that you will have what you need in each moment. I feel like you do focus on abundance. You do focus on your what you're grateful for in your life. So you are aware of a lot of how that manifestation works. So I like that. You've made a lot of change around that in your life here. And let's take a look here and see where the lower vibrational energy is vibrating in your outside world. Yeah. The 5 of Pentacles. So there still is some work to be done there in transforming here. And it makes sense here with that. The inner child that you got here, they're the ones that hold a lot of our worth, because our worth kind of is formulated when our emotional body is created, like 7 years old and younger. So there still is some looking that you can do back into the past there, and just some more, transformation. So, it's kind of our journey. I almost feel like for our entire lives, right? Well, let's take a look here, see what else they want to add in here with these Earth Magic Oracle around your abundance and felt abandoned. It's almost like that inner child might have felt like an orphan at times in their life, right? Okay, well, there's your card right away. Didn't even get to ask. And you got the ocean. Beautiful. The ebb in the flow. I thought there was another one that mentioned that somewhere here, but you never know. At some point, they all start to run together in my brain, my human brain. All right, so the ebb and flow of life is never more clearly represented than in the ocean's movements. The tides of these great bodies of water rise and fall in regular rhythms, and the waves continue to roll to the shores in endless and varied patterns, just as they've been doing for millions of years and will continue to do so for millions more. These tides and waves maintain a relative predictability unless other unforeseeable forces of nature intervene, which have been known to happen. Hurricanes and earthquakes, for instance, can have a dramatic effect on the characteristics of both the tides and the waves. The oceans cover 70% of the earth, and the human body averages a composition of 70% water. The dynamic gravitational interaction of the sun and moon that moves these massive bodies of water and creates the shifting tides also affects our human bodies in ways that we respond to instinctually, often having a great deal more influence over our moods and emotional states than we're aware of. I know that for sure. So this card brings you an important aspect to consider. In the art of living, it's important to know that to move with the ebb and flow of your emotions, joining their fluidity but not being captured by it. It is also not necessary to become obsessed with any particular fluctuation in mood or feeling. They are simply emotions, often activated in ways that are completely beyond our understanding. So when you neither minimize nor exaggerate the intensity and importance of your emotions, you then have a greater sense of when and how to express them. You've been fighting the ebb and flow of your own feelings, denying your hurt, your anger, or sorrow by either attaching yourself to one or the other and nurturing it as if you were nursing a child, or else smoothing over your feelings with more practical responses that deny and hide what is going on beneath the surface of your expression. So when you attempt to constrict yourself from experiencing your emotions, it is much like trying to stem the tides that grow even more forceful with every attempt humans make to control them. Allow yourself to swim with these variations rather than resisting them. So I like that. It definitely is connecting to the inner child here and allowing it to feel what it needed to feel and not suppress the emotions. That's what helps heal our, these charged emotions that we have bouncing around in our subconscious of things that happened when we were younger that just keep rippling out throughout our life, which usually keeps us from allowing abundance into our life, right? All right, so then we move to the east, and this is the element of air and the Suit of Swords. This is the mental world. So it's our mind, our thoughts, our beliefs, the stories that we apply to situations. It can be around communication and also education, all fall within that realm. So let's take a look here and see, what are you rocking in the mental world here? What are you already vibrating at a high level? Okay, I do want that one right there. Nine of Swords, facing your fears, your insomnia, your nightmares. So you have done a lot of work in releasing thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that don't serve you. So you have done quite a bit of work in that. So a lot of facing of those things is important because it does free you, like we talked about with the Fool card. And with this movement forward, you have this freedom that comes in, cutting away all these restrictive swords that were creating like a cage made out of swords. But you've been freeing yourself so much through all this. It's old hat to you to question something, to release it, which I like. But let's take a look here and see what in your mental world is causing some lower vibration, or what area they'd like you to know about anyway. And you have the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords has to do specifically with thoughts, beliefs, and mindsets that feel like that have thieved from you, deceived you here. And so I feel like there are still some beliefs that are bouncing around underneath that I feel like it's all related here. These restrictive beliefs about abandonment, that you're not worthy of receiving something from the outside world, either love or abundance, something along those lines. And let's see here. We'll get some more clarity through the numerology guidance cards here. See what else they want you to know around this Seven of Swords. What are the deceiving thoughts and beliefs and mindsets? What are those that you'd like to be aware of? Okay. Patience. No. You have impatient thoughts. So we'll put this here. Card number 2. And let's see what this clarity comes in. So it is a time to stop and enjoy the present moment. Okay, that has come up in here about now is the moment, right? Tomorrow may never come. So enjoy the present moment, as nothing more can be done to achieve the outcome you desire. Rather than take action, you're being asked to evaluate your progress and clarify your dreams, which will help you manifest them sooner. This card also indicates a need to take your time and pace yourself instead of making hasty plans and decisions. Failure to do so could result in stress and disappointment. So this is an opportunity to focus all your energy and attention on visualizing your dreams as opposed to pushing against the obstacles standing in your way. Surrender the outcome to the universe and get on with living your life. Allow things to come to fruition in divine order and timing. So in order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life. Cycles that are encouraging you to be patient and still. Stillness is the key to receiving clear and accurate guidance, and patience will help you attract the outcome you desire. The affirmation here for this card is, I patiently trust and surrender the outcome to the divine. So this does have to do here with these thoughts, beliefs, and mindsets have to do with that something has to happen by a certain time, otherwise it's failure. And I feel like this is what has kept you back before around abundance. It's like hyper speed that things have to happen in certain ways and certain times. And when they don't, it's like we give up too soon and we don't persevere because we're just so overwhelmed with the lack of abundance and these feelings that we just feel like, it didn't happen. It failed. We don't give enough time. It's like planting a seed, the next day going out, it didn't grow, but it takes time for things to grow, and to trust that and to give it more time. I feel like it's not releasing thoughts and beliefs in specifically, but more so thoughts and beliefs around timing is what this one is about. All right, and then we move to the final direction, which is the West, and that is the water element, which is the Suit of Cups. It is the heart world, so these are your emotions, the love, the relationships. And so we're going to see here how you are rocking the heart world. So what would Spirit like you to know about the heart world here? What are you already vibrating at a higher love vibration? And you have the Six of Cups. This is nostalgia. So I do feel here that you have looked into the past. You have done, obviously with this Nine of Swords, you've done a lot of your shadow work. You've done some significant work. But the Six of Cups also represents kind of the childness. We've got the child here, and these are childhood memories. I feel like you do have a good grasp of embracing the childlike emotions. I feel like this whatever lately is taking you out of that. Something's made you so serious, but I like this returning to the childlike energy, not childish, but childlike, full of awe and adventure. I feel like that's coming back here. The patients, are we there yet? Are we there yet? But this orphan child, this abandoned child, that is transforming and transitioning, which allows you to go into the more of this Peter, like it talked about with Peter Pan, where even though they had a rough, growth in an orphanage and everything like that, they learned to embrace their childish, not childish, but childlike wonder into a whole new world. And I feel like this is like what a strength of yours is like you can really, especially go into grasping your humor, and you're able to just have this kind of joy that if we could bottle it, it would be awesome. But you can like access it like that. So I feel like that's a strength of yours. And then for emotions, where you're vibrating at a lower vibration, is the Five of Cups. So there is emotion to be felt, which I feel has been suppressed, because the Five of Cups is kind of like a get out of jail free card for emotions, which says we come here down on purpose, for a purpose, to feel these emotions, to experience these emotions, so that we can understand it. Like we experience like sadness, so we understand the joy of who we are. We experience conditional love to understand the unconditional love that we have. So there is this feel the feels and understand those. And it's okay to do that. This is like the get out of emotional jail free card. So I like that for you. And then here we are, the final card we have here for you, which is from the Journey of Love Oracle. And let's see what their final message is here for this reading for you. So what? Okay, they do want this one right there. And we have Dream a Little. I like it. I like it. And that is card number 51. So 5-1 is a 6. So right here next to each other, 5-1, 6. And let's see what this talks about here. Dream like a little child, right? So the divine wants to bless you with inspiration, just as a lover would come to the door of the beloved with a spontaneous gift of flowers. So dream a little. Let your imagination wander and wonder. So like we're talking about with Peter Pan, right? What if? What else could be? Break down the rigid walls of expectation. That's what we talked about before, right? Those supposed to's and shoulds and need to's. Just because something has been does not indicate that it must continue in the same way. So dream a little and receive your spiritual gift. This oracle brings you guidance. A spiritual gift of inspiration is on its way or has just recently been received. It isn't flight or fancy. It is a gift from the divine. Receive it and believe in new possibilities. Yep, exactly. So there is this beautiful just excitement that I feel is generating here, because it talked about making a list of what are 10 things, or what are the things that you want to accomplish within the next 10 years. What if there wasn't a tomorrow? What are we waiting for? I know I had a big point in my life about 2.5, 3 years ago, where, when we had a certain kind of virus hit the world, I was like, what am I waiting for to live my dream to die? And it does. It's a good wake-up call to go, am I existing or am I living? And I feel like you used to live, but you got into existing with responsibilities and some other seriousness. But I feel like you're expanding beyond that now. You're returning back, and this is a nudge and a reminder. The month of June can be a huge spark for you to reignite and time to dream a little and to step towards your dream. You're not so caught up, when it talks about patience, when you're living someone else's dream, you're on a timetable because there's got to be this by this by this. When you're living your dream, you let go of like outcomes a lot because you're living your dream in each moment. You're not so consumed with hitting a certain dollar amount or, likes or, followers or whatever. If you're living your dream and doing what you love, you don't care so much about the outside stuff. If you're caring about measuring it, chances are that maybe that's not your true dream. But I love this for you, and that is what they have for you for the month of June. And if you're looking for more messages of love from above, there's a couple things that you can do. First, you can give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button. That tells me that you're enjoying these videos, but it also tells YouTube that you are, and they'll bring more similar videos to you. The second thing that you can do is click that subscribe button, and that does give you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, there's an option for all when you go into your settings. And if you select that, two things happen. One, you'll be notified right away when I put out new readings. And two, you're also notified when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. Currently, I go every Wednesday through Sunday night at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. And then also, additionally, on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. Also, doing all this stuff, it helps spread the Zen love, and you're part of the love tsunami, because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, subscribe to my channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so crazy, giddy, happy, excited, wants to automatically share the videos of my channel with other people as well. So if you are inspired to do any of those things I mentioned, please know I'm ever so grateful. And these readings are general readings. If you want even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings at a reasonable rate. All that information is listed in the description box of the video down below. All right, beautiful soul, as you're going throughout each and every moment of every day of your adventure, please know that every second you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. So have an amazing journey. I'm sure we'll be talking soon. In the meantime, much love to you. You hang in there and you take care.